Oviatt. I'm the founder of Sacred Activations. And Sacred Activations is a God modality because God gave it to me. And God told me I had to be a healer in like 1999. And I had no clue what he meant. I didn't believe in past lives. I didn't believe in so many things. But I know when I was 18, I put my hands on my cat and healed my cat that was on death's door. And the next morning I woke up and she was totally fine. And it kind of freaked me out. And I didn't say a word to anybody except my grandma. Because my grandma didn't judge me. And I just knew things all my life, but I didn't. And in 1999, I kept hearing, you're supposed to be a healer, you're supposed to be a healer, you're supposed to be a healer, you're supposed to be a healer. I went, okay. Don't know what that means. But just don't kill me or my children, and I'll do whatever you want me to do. Later on, I learned that really connected back to a past life. And for years, I started doing, as soon as I started doing hypnosis and stuff, I started doing angel classes. And I started getting really well known, and I got really scared. I changed my phone number. So my yellow page ad, nobody can get a hold of me. Started a telesummit with teachers and all kinds of different modalities, and could never get it off the ground because I was afraid if I was going to get known, I'd get killed. So it's been quite a journey, and we are going to be doing some activations. So we're going to be clearing some major stuff out for you guys today, but I will tell you a little bit more about my background before we do that, because you probably won't hear me when we're done. So I want to talk now and answer questions now and get a sense of the group of what they would really like to work on and to clear. So I grew up dyslexic, couldn't write, knew I was intelligent but felt really stupid. I now have 3 books out. No, I didn't write these. I recorded them all. For my first book that I'm getting ready to publish this year, which I've never published, is Learning to Listen to God. And that one I actually wrote. And my Word document turned itself off for spell check because it was overloaded. But I was really thankful I had an editor that could actually read through my stuff and get what I was saying. So I've kept them through all my books because I can't imagine being able to do that for somebody. I was very blessed. So again, I'm very blessed to be here. Thank you very much. So my history, again, I was told to be a healer. I wasn't called. I was dragged. And I started learning all these different modalities, spending thousands of dollars on all these different trainings. And I'd be spending a whole summer somewhere doing something, and I'd hear, this isn't what you're going to be doing, this is for your training. It's like, are you kidding me? And then I'm teaching, and I hear, okay, this is the last time you're going to teach this class. It's like, okay, now what do? I don't get it, you know? And in 2011, I was talking to this gentleman. I met him on Facebook, and we started Skyping, and he lived in England, and I lived in California. He's, oh, Tamra, come here. You're going to marry me, but you're going to live here, so you have to come visit me. So after about 3 months of talking, I went, okay. So I flew over to England, and I met him, and, you know, I'd seen him on Skype and everything, but I met him, and I went, this is not my soulmate. What the hell am I doing here? So I went for a walk one morning, and I'm walking through the cemetery. It's all very quiet, and I'm by myself, and I started screaming to God, what the hell am I doing here? You know, and then I heard God say, go to the Roslyn Chapel, which is in Scotland. And I went back to his house, and a friend of his, which was really into Buddha and spirituality and writing, a really cool guy, he goes, oh, Tamra, that's said to activate your 12 strands of DNA. It's like, okay, I'll go there. So, and then I heard you need to contact Vera, which was one of my clients that lived in Scotland, and have her meet you at the church. I said, okay. So I booked a B&B and a train for the next day, called Vera, said, hey, I'm coming to Scotland. Do you live close to the Roslyn Chapel? She goes, yes, I do. It's like, perfect, meet me there. So I met her at the Roslyn Chapel, and we walked around for a bit, and then we came and sat in a pew. And I went connected. I said, okay, God, I'm here. And I heard, go to the sixth plane, which is the Akashic Records and the laws. So I went into the Akashic Records, and when I did, there was this being standing there. And I'm like, okay, who are you? What do you want? And he's all, I'm Lord Metatron, I'm here to assist you. And I thought he said Lord Antoine. And every time I'd say Lord Antoine, I didn't know what the hell he was talking, okay, but I would hear, that's not right. It's like, okay. So I sat in the pews, and this energy just started coming in and swirling in, and we're going, whoa! And we were dizzy, and our heads hurt. I needed her there to witness it going in her, you know, because I wasn't at the point where I could witness it going in me, but it scared the crap out of me, I gotta tell you. And then, so we're done, I heard, okay, ground yourself. And then it's like, okay, so we did that, and then we went and had lunch, kind of talked about it a little bit, and then she drove me to my bus stop. And on the way to the bus stop, I heard, you're now crystalline. You have to give this to others. Okay. No, cool, all right. So she drops me off. I can tell you, I talked to her once since. I think I scared her. So I went back to my B&B, and I was Skyping all my friends. Guess what happened? Guess what happened? Do you want this? And they're like, yeah, cool. So I'm given this activation, which I called the Lord Metatron, because that's who gave it to me. And then, so I got back to this guy's house, and I knew I wasn't supposed to leave England. But it was time to go. And I didn't know what to do. So I Facebooked a friend of mine that I never met on Facebook. He lived in London. And I'm all, hey, I'm in London, and I need a place to stay, and it's got to be cheap. And he's all, come to my house. My girlfriend and I just got this new flat. So instead of this guy taking me to the airport, he took me to meet this other person that I'd never met before, except on Facebook. And so I stayed with him and his girlfriend. And then from there, I heard you have to go to Stonehenge. So then I took a tour bus to Stonehenge, and I walked around and went, yeah, okay, that's cool. And I sat down on a bench, and I went, okay, I'm here. And then this energy started coming in again. And I said, stop. What are you doing to me? Knock it off. Don't do it. I thought I was getting killed or something. It really, really scared me. And then Lord Metatron came to me and kissed me on the forehead. He said, don't worry. Let it continue. And I said, okay. So I did, and then I went back to the house, and a couple days later, I got this other activation called Moses Codes, which is the Tree of Life. So these are sacred geometry activations I'm getting. I had no clue what sacred geometry was. As a matter of fact, I was seeing these forms, and a friend of mine handed me a book, The Flower of Life, from Mizak, or however you say his name.
Drumbolo.
Thank you. And I opened the book to the Tree of Life, and I went, oh my God, I'm doing this. I had no clue what I was doing. I was told to run the energy, so I was running it. So then, it's Easter weekend. They're having a housewarming party. I had just done 3 activations on a friend of mine. I heard, tell them it's going to take 3 weeks to integrate. So I told her what they said. I went to bed and I said, I want it now. I don't want to wait, because I'm this person. I have 0 patience. And so I said, I want it all now. All of it now. I slept for 3 days. It was amazing. And then a friend of mine, Daz, remember I talked about Daz, amazing guy? So I asked him if he wanted these activations. And he said yes. And I heard God tell me to tell him that he's going to be sensitive. But I wasn't trusting my communication still. So I didn't say anything to him. So I gave him 3 activations. That night, he got in a fight with his girlfriend, took all of his artwork, all of his writings, all of his computers, and made a bonfire. And burned everything up, and left his girlfriend. And I went, holy shit, what did I do to this poor guy? I was really worried. I felt really bad. Of course, it's not me, it's God. You know, I can't do anything to anybody, and how they react, it's up to them, right? But I still wasn't in that confidence. And so he went and lived with some Buddhas, practicing Buddha. I got to talk to him, because we talked on the computer. He had no computer, I couldn't talk to him. So I talked to him like 30 days later, and he said his life had never been better than it was after that. So it was truly an amazing experience. I was so thankful for that. And here it is, 5.5 years later. You know, I've helped tens of thousands of people around the world shift their lives. Got a modality of 4 different levels of training, plus teacher training. And it's amazing because I teach online, so everybody's all over the world. And it's just so much fun. And I'm so thankful to help people shift their lives. And I'm here to help you tonight to shift yours. Are you guys ready? Yes. So we can do some sacred geometry activations. What would you guys like to do? Anybody having a problem in a certain area that they really want to let go of? Financial, okay. Purpose in life, okay. So clarity. Wait? What do you want to wait on? Okay. Authenticity. Okay, so being real, being who you are, standing in your power. Okay, any other ideas?
Making a connection.
Making a connection. Made to God?
Ascension to the highest possible level.
Okay. Now let me tell you about that. God showed me this story, and it's so true. It's, I said, God, why can't I just do this? I just want to do this, and I want to go up. And I was shown this man riding this horse. Has no idea anything else exists. He's got his horse. He's riding through the mountains. All of a sudden, this big hand picks him off the horse and sticks him behind a spaceship. And now he's flying this spaceship. What do you think would happen to that man? His brain, his thought, couldn't handle it. So, you know, you guys, it's kindergarten, it's school, it's high school, it's college, it's doctorate. The same thing with ascension. You can't go from here to here. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to tell you they can do that with you. It's not going to happen. You've got to do the steps. Now, you can go really fast, but you want to know who you are along the way. You know, sometimes with a whole weekend of practitioner training or something for a couple days or a couple weeks, you're kind of disoriented of who you are because you've shifted so much and you got to catch up and then you can go to that next level. Isn't that right, Neil?
Yes.
So just to say that, we can't do that. And trust me, if we could, I would have. Because I'm the person with zero patience. I want it now. Anyways, I'm really thankful you guys are here. I'm going to sit down to do activations because I don't want to fall down. So what we're going to do, we're going to do Alchemy of the Third Dimension. That's a very advanced activation. Alchemy of the Third Dimension is going to help you realize that you're just in a video game. And you're going to be able to see it as a video game, and that everybody is players in your video game, teaching you, so that you don't take things so serious and personal. How cool is that? Okay. And we're going to do the Lord Metatron. Lord Metatron is going to activate your 12 to 18 strands of DNA. I know some people say there's 30,000 available on this planet, but right now we can go up to 18. So depending on where you are is where you will go with this. And how about the Flower of Life activation? The Flower of Life activation is also called the Christ consciousness. And you might see the Flower of Life like open up in your heart. You might see, if Jesus is your man and you like Jesus, you just might see his hand on your heart during this. But this will really help you with self-love and acceptance and we'll start there, okay? While I'm doing this, I'm silent because I'm allowing you to have your own process. There's something about fear of success is what's coming up for you. So let's run fear of success. I think I'm only going to run 4. That's a lot, you guys. I used to only run 3 in a session. I'd make people wait 3 weeks to get another 3. Now the energy's shifted. In sessions, you can do 10 to 15 during a private session. But it'll take a couple weeks for it to all integrate. Let me give you guys a warning that in about 2 to 3 days, you might be super sensitive. You might be a little emotional. Or you might be knocked out tired. But what's happening is between you and God, and you're transforming. I notice when I've done activations that I needed, it'll about 2 to 3 days later, I get pretty sensitive. And I might get a little grumpy. And I'll go, what's wrong with me? And then I'll go, oh yeah, I did a webinar a couple days. Okay, that makes sense.
Sensitive and
You might cry. You might bitch somebody out. I've done them both.
Might sleep for a week.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
what are you supposed to do?
Just put your thought in your heart. That's all you have to do. And if you don't know how to put your thought in the heart, you can't do it wrong. Just be silent. It's okay. Yes, go ahead.
And if you're not religious but more spiritual, is it like connecting to the divine?
Absolutely. Creator of all that is, source energy, whatever you want to call it. I like to call it God. So whatever you want to call it is totally fine with me. Or with God. Or whatever you call that. Divine feminine. Hi, come on in. Now while we're waiting for everybody to come in and get settled, I just want to go over a couple of things. Every Tuesday, I do a free healing class online. You have to be on my website to get the codes in order to talk to me. So you can go on and you can talk to me and ask questions and ask for personal healing, completely free. And then I follow that up by a world peace clearing. We're not doing it this Tuesday because we're going to be in Joshua Tree though. Every Wednesday we do Wishes Fulfilled, which is working on your money beliefs. I'm hearing people getting their dream jobs, all kinds of amazing things happening. And then we have Sacred Activations Practitioner Training coming up. And we also have free activations and talking about practitioner training on 2/18. So just be on my website and you'll get emails about that.